There's a myth that President Biden's running for president. He declared the other day. He's not in a real sense actually running for president. He's propped up as a symbol for the managerial class. And I think the real divide, by the way, in this country is not between Republicans and Democrats. I think we make a mistake by seeing it that way. It is between the managerial class and the everyday citizen.
That was Republican presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy, who, spoiler alert, is not polling very well, making some claims that it is not actually a Democrat-Republican divide in our country, but rather is the managerial class versus the everyday people. But before I get into that, I would feel ashamed of myself if I did not debunk some of those lies he spread about Biden in the beginning. First of all, President Biden is in fact running for re-election, and he is not being promoted or propped up by the managerial class. He was elected by the American people. If you recall, in 2020, the election that Donald Trump still has not admitted defeat to, Biden won by over 7 million votes. And after a president serves their first term, they are the nominee. The DNC and the Democratic Party is not going to challenge him because we already have an incumbent in office. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into the point of this video, which is to expose Vivek Ramaswamy as yet another right-wing deception artist. Granted, I will concede that he is a well-spoken, articulate orator who is very convincing. However, there are glaring contradictions that he is overlooking, or rather is hoping that his voters overlook, which is this. Clarence Thomas, the Republican Supreme Court justice, has effectively been bought out by the managerial class whom Vivek is campaigning against, yet you won't hear Vivek say anything about Clarence Thomas because he can't, because he doesn't actually believe in the lies that he's selling. He's just trying to separate himself from the pack by pointing out a truthful phenomenon in society, which is the divide between the rich and the poor, but he's not willing to call it the corruption on his own side. He is a partisan hack. Let's also not forget that Chief Justice John Roberts' wife raked in over $10 million from elite law firms. Some of them argued cases before her husband. Yet again, another example of the managerial class colluding with high-level Republicans to defraud the American people of a legitimate legal system. Once again, you won't hear Vivek Ramaswamy talk about that because at the end of the day, he is not fighting against the managerial class like he wants you to believe. Rather, he is a propagandist. Thank you guys for watching, and I will continue to uncover the truth.